drive counter there from Meralco's Hodge, scoring the deuce.
Lubin is open. He'll attack the baseline, run up to the floor.
Deuce up, space, Dillinger 3.
McCarthy on the attack. Shuttles a pass to Capson. Against the shot clock. Push it over to McCarthy. Rashawn on the move. Ginamit yung ring para protection ng ball. Sacrificing his space there. They do it now.
The pressure niya.
Oh, Kelly Williams. Shovels a pass outside to Troy.
Three-pointer. Yongson, he hit one earlier, hits another three.
Somebody's got to take it. Troy bails them out. What a shot. And after that short break, balik kagad sa bakbakan ng inyong PBA. Ito na po ang pagbubukas ng ating 2018 PBA Governor's Cup brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. The reigning runners-up, the Meralco Bolts, will be in action sa ating opening game sa kanilang pagtapat naman dito sa Columbian Dyip as you join us live dito sa Inares Center sa Antipolo City. The battle begins again sa mundo ng ating PBA. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Mag-umargin po kasama natin si Dadine Quinito and Son coming to you live on ESPN5. Hello, Dadine.
Mr. Mago, and now that the Governor's Cup is just about to unfold, I'd like to say that this is probably going to be one of the most exciting third conferences in the history of the PBA. 12 imports, 4 of them former Best Import awardees. We've got 11 out of the 12 imports who are at least 30 years old, very mature, very experienced, tried and tested veterans.
At yung isa nga sa mga best import na yun, two-time best import pa, will be seeing action today. Talking about, of course, about Meralco's backup. Pero silipin muna natin itong Meralco Bolts. Saan ba ang pinanggalingan nila from the Coms Cup?
Well, natin sa Commissioner's Cup, ang kanilang import si Arinze Onuaku wasn't known for his free throw shooting. Eliminations record, they were 4th place, 7-4, but in the quarterfinals, sinalo sila ng Barangay Ginebra in 2 straight. That was the best of 3 series, and so eliminated sila.
At ayan nga po ang nangyari dito sa Meralco Bolts in that previous tournament. That's why here in the Governor's Cup, ibabalik ulit nila ang best import, two-time best import, that is, na si Alan Durham.
Well, last 2 Governor's Cups, Meralco took 2nd place. Both conferences were won by Barangay Ginebra. Alan Durham leading Meralco to 2 straight bridesmaid finishes. Ito naman ang kanyang average in the last 2017 Governor's Cup, 27.8 points. Elimination average very, very high para sa kanya. Close to 20 rebounds a game. Durham is in his 4th conference sa PBA. You remember way back when he started out his career in the PBA with the Meralco Bulls team.
Matapos na mamanggulat na itong Colombian back in the Commissioner's Cup, susubukan nila ngayon umabot na sa playoffs dito sa huling tournament ng ating season. Akeem Wright ang kanilang backup.
2 years played for Kansas State. Not known to be an outstanding scorer, but a hard worker, also a very good rebounder. Played 1 year of college ball with Henry Walker, who was the import of Blackwater. 33 years old, but he's not the oldest import in the league. The oldest is Mike Harris, the import of Alaska. He's 35 years old.
And the Columbian Dyip win the tap. This Governor's Cup is on for the 2018 season. Immediately, si Wright sinusukat. Etong si Hodge forced to give it up. McCarthy misses ang isang malaking question na kailangan sagutin ng Colombian for this tournament. Dadine, yung kombinasyon nila yan sa backcourt. Si King, pati na rin etong si McCarthy, they really turned heads earlier on last tournament at the start. Pero pagdating ng dulo, nung nasa scout na sila at binabantayan na ng todo ng kalaban, medyo nag-sputter in the end.
But their averages still very impressive. McCarthy and King combining for close to 30 points a game in the last conference, which, by the way, was dominated by imports.
Meralco looking to push Newsome off the kick mula kay Hodge. Mintis nga lang yon. At may pito do sa rebound play as we now go through our Dean's List. Unahin natin para kina Coach Norman Quinito.
Well, from Meralco, unang-una. Sukatin nila si Hakim, no? We've never seen Hakim Wright perform in the PBA. And for Meralco, they need to find out exactly what he brings to the table. Pangalawa, master of the siko. What I mean is that elbow medium-range jump shot has been there for Meralco, particularly with that guy, Chris Newsom. And number 3, huwag sila magpadali. We know that Columbian likes the fast break game. They were number 1 in fast break points in the last second conference with 24.4 points a game.
Almost a minute and a half into this game as the first basket for the Cubs Cup is delivered by Russell Escoto. 3-point shot na yan. Atid sa atin ang tres cepas light imported brandy from Spain.
Big shot there by Escoto. He hit 21.1% only from beyond the arc in the second conference.
Amer gets it to Canaleta do sa kanto sa kaliwa. Hodge from straight away. Meralco shooting blanks. Right on the move. Kasama niya sila McCarthy, Escoto. Andiyan din itong si King in Cobontin. Amer naman na may tangan yan para dito sa Meralco. He's got Hodge, Canaleta, Newsom, and Durham with him.
And Mago, what we've seen so far of Hakim Wright is that he can put the ball on the floor and he can spot the gaps inside the shaded area. Problem is, he's not able to finish. And that's important. He's got to have the physical attribute to be able to finish strong at the basket.
Escoto over to McCarthy. They swing it over to the right. King on the attack, took some contact. King crashing the boards and crashing to the floor. That's going to be a foul on Canaleta.
Foul number 12, KG Canaleta, his first. One for the Meralco Bolts.
So sideline inbound lang to dahil yung foul doon sa rebound as we.
Well, we see the coach of Columbian, si John Edel Cardel. He was a former head coach ng Global Port, now known as Northport. So he's not exactly making his debut as a head coach in the PBA.
As Cobontin makes it 5-0. Pero ngayon officially nakikita mo si Coach Jonadel Campbell, siya na yung nakatayo at nagtitimon talaga para dito sa Columbian Dyip as Baser Amer finally gets the Bolts on the board.
Nice quick move inside the shaded area by Baser Amer. That kind of penetrating ability is something that Meralco likes to exploit with Amer. And look at this fast break attack. A 3-on-1.
Pinuhat ni Durham si Cobontin doon. Canaleta actually was asking for the lob for an alley-oop, but Baser deciding to go to Durham. Napaganda pa dahil 3-point play opportunity.
Watch that situation right there. Almost a 3-on-1 fast break. Not exactly the way you run the fast break because Siamer was not in the middle. He was actually in one of the flanks. But good decision to look for Alan Durham, was sprinting from backcourt and making the shot.
Bounces home the bonus. So matapos nung fight na nating start ng Columbian, 5-0 din ang sinagot ng Bolts. Kaya tabla tayo at 5-all. McCarthy on the attack, off the crossover. Kicks it over to his right. They go to Cobontin, who penetrates and pulls up. Cobontin's looper does not drop. Durham pitches it over papunta kay Amer. Baser down the middle, scoops it up. Huli! Ni Wright.
Great defensive ability there by Wright. Again, he's putting the ball on the floor, but this time Meralco up to the task of defending him, not giving him an opportunity to penetrate.
Wright versus Canaleta. Nino should have the length to try and match up. McCarthy saw an opening. Nagambala siya ni Durham. Cobontin keeps it on that side. The three-pointer is good para kay Jeremy King. 3-point shot na natin sa atin ng Tres Cepas Light imported brandy from Fundador.
Biglang tumaas ang ceiling ni Jeremy King, ano? He's about 2 or 3 inches taller than he was.
Ang laki ng apro eh.
Oo.
Pang Colin Kaepernick yung laki ng apro ni Jeremy King dito. As Amer answers right that, pero long to lang daw yun. Wright has Hodge in front of him now. Balita natin, ito si Cliff Hodge, finally healthy na raw heading into this tournament. He was battling an assortment of injuries last tournament, actually all season long.
That's right, for Cliff Hodge, he's an important cog sa machine ng Meralco because he plays the power forward position, also plays the 3 position. One of their best stoppers on defense.
As Jeremy King hit a 3, tapos may landing spot foul pa na iimbestigahan dito.
But yung 3-point shot, pumasok yun, no? And a good start here for Jeremy King.
Minimum 4-point play opportunity na to, pero kapag ka landing spot yun, magdagdag pa to para dito sa Jeep.
33.3% 3-point shooter in the last conference. You see the elevation galing kay Amer, and then, naku, nandun nga yung...
Basket is counted for Jeremy King.
what about the foul by Baser Amer?
Sinisigurado ni Mark Luzon yung i-announce niya.
Foul number 9, Baser Amer.
Regular foul whistled on Baser, so it's going to be 1 free throw for King.
Although, nandun yung paa ni Baser Amer sa landing spot ni Jeremy King, there was no dire consequence as a result of that foot collision.
And I believe at this point, ready na tayo with the list for Columbian.
Well, for Columbian, unang-una, paano nila pipigilin si AD? No? Alan Durham is certainly the key player for Meralco in terms of offense. And pangalawa, walang tigil na parilan because number 1 sa fast break points ang Columbian. In the last second conference, they need to be able to keep that momentum. At pangatlo, pwersang magkamali ang Meralco, again, taking off from what how they performed in the second conference. Ang Columbian was number 1 in turnover points at 22.2 points a game. And opponent turnovers, they forced 21.2 miscues on their opponents on the average in the last conference.
Amer outsprints Cobontin. He's got 6 of the 9 para dito sa Bolts. Columbian still up by 3, 12-9. 5 minuto mahigit lumilipas sa ating Governor's Cup. Right from top of the key. Goes to Cobontin. Natapikan siya ni Baser. And the stop is completed. Ball will go to Meralco.
Oh, in that instance, nakita natin sa half-court set ng Columbian, walang pumoposte. All 5 players around the perimeter area. And you've got Wright. I don't think he's a post-up player either. He's not used to playing the 5 position, certainly maybe not even the 4. He's more like a 3 player the way he moves around the court.
Deep position si Durham. Nangalabaw na doon.
Palagay ko hindi mapipigil ni Wright si Durham, especially when Wright posts up or comes close to the basket. Wright is too strong for Wright. Rather, Durham is too strong for Wright.
Dadalawa umi-score para sa Bolts. 6 kay Baser, 5 naman para dito kay Durham. And this Columbian lead is down to 1. McCarthy looking to add to it. Mintis siya dyan. Newsom on the breakout, puts it up. Hodge will finish it off. Lamang na ang Bolts.
A shoe on the other foot. Mukhang ang Meralco tumatakbo dito. They're getting the stops, they're getting the breaks, and they're going for easy layup shots in transition.
Beautiful finish here by Durham. Deep position. Yung mga datin, wala nang pipigil pag ganun kalapit yun. Then pinalo pa nila with an alley-oop with Hodge finishing it off.
Welcome back to the 2018 PBA Governors Cup here on ESPN5. According to Coach Norman Black, one thing that the Meralco Bolts really had to work on in the offseason was speeding up the pace of their game. In the Commissioner's Cup, they had Arinze Onwaku as their import. That's why their movement had to be very deliberate, waiting for him to get down the floor. But now that they have Alan Durham, they want to utilize his speed so that they can get more shots and attempts. After all, they have been the league leader in terms of field goal percentage for a lot of months now. So they really want to make the most out of that. And of course, ball movement and conditioning will be crucial for them as well. Jared Dillinger will be out for 2 weeks due to a thigh injury. So the rest of the team really needs to step up. Back to you guys.
Yun ang hirap din, ano? Complete contrast yung dalawang import na Meralco from the last tournament to this one. Sa laki nga ni Arinze nun, dahan-dahan sila. Pero ito si Durham, kita mo naman, kahit malapad to, palaging tumatakbo. Kitang-kita mo in shape every time he steps on the hardwood.
Actually, pati sa free throw percentage, no? Doon nagkulang ang Meralco in the second conference. They were last in free throw percentage at 59.2 because of Onwaku.
Oo, haka-Arinze nga dun di ba? Ilang game yung dinaanan nilang ganon. 14-13, Columbian Dyip reclaims the lead. Right with his first basket moments ago, looking to go back-to-back, and he does so.
That's a nice shot, a nice flip, nice wrist action on the part of Wright. Already with 6 points? 4 points here in this game.
Amer huli.
Naabutan yun ni Jeremy King. That's the second time that Amer has tried that kind of a shot. A
Right.
slashing move.
Going to King deep. McCarthy from the outside. Right. Keeps it away from Durham. And Columbian will reset this attack. Thought about it. Looking for the give and go, but King knocks down another triple.
That's 10 points now for Jeremy King very early in this game. Buhay na buhay ang afro. Sino kaya ba yung NBA player na nagano? Na may afro? Wally Jones ba yun?
May ilan, pero bihira ning ganyang kalaking afro.
Well, Julius Erving had a big afro once upon a time.
Hindi kaya mas mabigat yan pagka ganyan nakalaki?
Oo nga eh.
Naluma yung afro ni Joe Devans eh. Sa laki ng kay Jeremy King. As Meralco will super time. Biggest lead of the game na to para sa Columbian. 19-13, they're up by 6 points.
Expecting a competitive league. I watched this last Cup playoffs and championship, and a lot of guys get after it. It's physical. They get up and down. It's a lot of fast play. So it's fun. It looks like fun basketball. This is my first time over here, so just expecting to come out, have fun, and just play basketball. We've been doing this our whole lives, so.
Malaking bagay yun na nakita na niya dun sa final series na nakaraang conference kung paano ba tumatakbo yung ating game, paano pumipiti referee. But it's one thing to see, it's another to actually experience it.
Well, actually, nakausap ko rin si Wright kanina. He's played in 12 different countries before coming over to the Philippines. At sinabi niya sa akin na yung isa nakasama niya sa Kansas State was Henry Walker, a former NBA player who's going to be playing for Blackwater in this conference. Sabi din ni Wright, he's heard about Justin Brownlee. He knows about him. He says, Brownlee's the LeBron James in the PBA. So he's up to the challenge. Sabi niya, he wants to be able to face Brownlee as well as the other imports in the league.
Grabe naman kasi nilaro ni Brownlee netong nakaraang Coms Cup. Kung yung first impression mo talaga, matatakot ka sa pinakita nung mamang yon as Newsom knocks this one down. That was a 10-0 run na para dito sa Colombia na nabasag ngayon ng Meralco.
Kung napapag-usapan natin si Justin Brownlee, his first Best Import Award was given in the Commissioner's Cup. And his papers for naturalization are now being processed in Congress and will also go to the Senate.
Right from top of the key. Doesn't work. And yung kay Justin Brownlee, hindi niya iniisip na magpapanaturalize siya immediately para makapaglaro sa national team. Maybe pwedeng magka-possibility pero hindi yun yung pakay niya. He just really wants to be a naturalized Filipino so he can retire here pagdating ng araw.
Oh, sabi nga niya, he loves the Filipino fans and he's never felt this kind of feeling playing basketball anywhere in the world. Kanya sabi niya, gusto niya rito sa Pilipinas, he will become a Filipino. And kung sakasakali man, there's an opportunity for him to play for the national team as a naturalized import. Why not? I think we could use him. We don't need really a big-sized import any longer for Gilas because nandiyan naman sina Jumar Fajardo, nandiyan si Japet Aguilar, and maybe Greg Slaughter sometime in the future.
Durham inside to Hodge. Nice reverse by Clips.
And that's what happens when the defense is focused on the import, Alan Durham. Tatlo yung bumapantay dun sa kanya. Once he gets deep into that position, he will draw the defense of Columbian towards him, and then he will just dish off and find kung sino yung libre.
Gotta love this game of runs. We are witnessing 7-0 blast naman to para sa Bolts to come back to within 1. McCarthy trying to extricate himself from the lead.
At si McCarthy, hindi pa nga nakaka-score dito. And he's going to the bench. He has been frustrated. He goes back to the bench now.
Redenselda ang pumalit sa kanya. Papasok naman para dito sa Meralco. Etong sina Nico Salva and Rani Del De Ocampo. Nice to see RDO back on the PBA floor. Dribblers, buksan ang ating mga Moneyball app dahil baka manalo tayo ng 3,000 piso. Ito na po ang ating unang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Sino ang leading local scorer ng Columbian Dyip sa nakaraang 2018 Commissioner's Cup? Number 1, Jeremy King. Number 2, Carlos Lastimosa. Number 3, Rashawn McCarthy. Binanggit kita din kanina yung combined average ng dalawa doon. Bahala na kayo manghula.
Oh, nice getaway there by Wright.
Oh,
But it
pero
goes down.
sinigurado ni Ranidel na hindi siya masasalampakan ng bastos dyan doon. Walang bastusan pag nandiyan dyan si RDO.
Pero maganda yung explosive first step ni Hakeem Wright. He was posting up. They had a clear out situation para sa kanya against RDO.
Mga free throw neto ni Wright. Hatid sa atin ng PLDT.
Now in 2 years playing for Kansas State, Wright never averaged in double-figure points. 6.2 points and 5.4 rebounds in his first year, and then 6.5 points, 6.3 rebounds in his second year. That was in 2006 and 07. So not known to be a big-time scorer as he misses 2 free throws.
So pagkakataon ng Bolts ngayon, makatikim na naman ang kalamangan. Anjo Karam likewise is on the floor para sa kanila, as well as Mike Colombia.
Anjo had a very good Commissioner's Cup performance.
Salva from the perimeter. That's good.
You know, sinasabi natin about those elbow jumpers. Specialty of the house yan ng Meralco. They like to free up their shooters to get those jumpers from that distance. Yung mid-range game ng Meralco is a trademark of Coach Norman Black's style.
22-21. Second time pa lang nakatikim ng Meralco ng kalamangan. Big block from behind by Salva, but Wright never gave up.
You know, you like the attitude of this Wright. He's a hard worker. May not give you too many points, but he's tireless, and look at the way he tried to defend Alan Durham by playing denial.
For Hakeem Wright.
Kahilig checking in for Wright.
23-22, Columbian back ahead. Ranidel may tangan ngayon. Karam, off the curl, puts it up. The teardrop does not work, pero merong foul. 2 shots coming the way of Anjo Karam.
Karam averaged 7.3 points in 17.9 minutes in the Commissioner's Cup. Not a bad performance from someone jumping off the bench to relieve a starter like Baseramer.
Karam takes care of the first free throw. Natin sa atin ng PLDT. Durham getting a breather. Pugnata now on the floor. So both squads have emptied their benches here. Wala nang starter na nasa side ngayon.
Jackson Corpus, di ba masyado nagbibigay ng impact sa laro ng Columbian. And you know, we're wondering whatever happened to his game. He averaged over 10 points a game in the Philippine Cup, then in the Commissioner's Cup. And his average fell to only 2 points a game, for 2.5 points a game for Corpus. There's an offensive foul there.
Offensive foul, number 33,
Ranidel holding on to his right temple here as he's whistled for that offensive foul. Ito naman ang ating smart assist. Atin sa atin yan. No smart. Be there like never before.
That was a nice pass kanina that we saw from Durham.
Corpus from the elbow. Kita mo naman siya rin ang guguha ng board. He knew exactly where it was gonna bounce.
And yun ang sinasabi natin, ang impact that he needs to create once more. He made that impact in the Philippine Cup. And then in the Commissioner's Cup, where we had a lot of big imports, Jackson Corpus didn't really get enough time to man the slot because malalaki nga ng mga imports na wala nang playing time. From an average of 23.8 minutes in the Philippine Cup, si Corpus, his minutes fell to 9.9 minutes a game in the second conference. Let's see where Jackson Corpus will be able to regain his form dito sa ating Governor's Cup, because the imports are much smaller, and so he'll be able to operate a lot more underneath the basket where he's deadliest.
Ito, sinisigurado niyang Masagad niya kagad yung mga minutong nakukuha niya. Second rebound of the game na nakuha niya. Tapos inabot siya ng foul. He goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 25-24, 10 seconds remaining in the first. Ang Colombian abante ng isa. Meralco looking to take that lead right back at the end of this frame. Karam getting away from Kahilig. Zelda will have to go for the long one. Napalakas lang. Entertaining first quarter today.
Exactly. High-scoring ball game. Parehong kubunan, tumatakbo. And we're getting spectacular three-point shots from either side.
Dean, bago natin buksan ang ating second quarter, silipin muna natin yung pinanggalingan ng Columbian Dyip back in the Coms Cup kung saan under Coach Ricky Dandan, they almost made the playoffs.
That's right. The record was 4-7 in the eliminations, falling to 9th place. Just very close to making it to the playoffs. And for the Columbian Dyip, you know, it was a heartbreaking performance for them because they were so close with 4 victories in the conference.
3-game improvement na yun from their 1-10 record back in the Philippine Cup. For more on that, balik tayo kay Miss Carla.
According to the players of Columbian Dyip, comparing Coach Ricky Dandan and Coach Jonidel Cardel is like comparing night and day. Si Coach Ricky daw, very fiery and outspoken, while Coach Jonidel is much more reserved, very quiet. Pero sabi ni Coach Jonidel, their personalities may be very different, but he just wants to build on Coach Ricky Dandan's system. After all, paganda na nga ang kanilang performance back in the Commissioner's Cup. But one thing he wanted to emphasize is the importance of defense. Offense has given them wins, but in the end, they have to learn how to play good defense to take it to the next level. Back to you, gentlemen.
Dean, even the winningest coach in the history of the PBA coach team, was sad to see Coach Ricky Dandan resign from his head coaching position in the PBA. Dahil nga, ang ganda ng pinakita ng Colombian in that Coms Cup.
Exactly, no? And I'm sure si Coach Jonidel Cardel will want to just take off from that momentum. Ito ang pinakita ni Dandan. Missed free throw and then a follow-up there by Eric Camson. And you know, just to follow up on that report ni Carla, yung Colombian was last place in defense in the Commissioner's Cup, giving up 118 points a game, while they were number 1 in offense, scoring 109 points a game. So that's an area that Colombia wants to certainly improve on, yung defensive ability nila. They were also last place in field goal percentage allowed, giving up 49.3% on the average to their opponents.
28-27 is the score. Early moments of the second frame. Colombia locates Karam, kasama nila sina Lanete, Hugnatan, and Bono. Katapat ngayon sina Tubid, Zelda, andyan din si Kahilig, Corpus, and Camson.
And what about the quality minutes from Anjo Karam? Meralco looks like it's playing a zone defense right now.
But look at Bono collapse on Tubid there. Camson from the outside doesn't work. Dire-diretso kay Zelda yung bola doon. Camson, hindi maitulak si Bono. Ken almost had the board. Kahilig strips it away though. And Kahilig found the way.
What a shot by Kahilig. Sana naka-steal ng bola. And then getting it off the window.
Karam again on the attack. Anjo saw an opening but it was immediately shut by Zelda at natapak siya sa baseline bigla.
Substitution, Hakeem Ryan.
For no opportunity for Anjo Karam to release the ball. Kasi nandun yung nandun yung depensa, nakatutok sa kanya. So good defense that time by Colombian. And it was that acrobatic shot galing kay Kahilig off the window. Now McCarthy, hindi pa siya nakaka-score dito. He is still scoreless, leading local scorer ng Colombian in the last conference.
Right back on the floor. Sumabay ng balik sa kanya si McCarthy. Zelda off the penetration, goes to the corner. Camson!
Oh, what a nice setup.
The triple. Atin sa atin yan ang Tres Cepas Light imported brandy from Spain.
That's 5 3-point shots now connected by Colombian in this game. And that's giving them the driver's seat.
Bono asking Colombia to come right back. Karam looking to penetrate, bounces it over to Hugnatan. Reynal on the move, head and shoulder fake. Reynal puts it up. Wide right. 32-30, Colombian by 2. Nice free-flowing action we are witnessing here in Antipolo. Zelda makes it back-to-back triples para sa Jeep. 3-point shot na yan. Hatid pa rin sa atin ang Tres Cepas Light, imported brandy from Fundador.
That's 6 3-point shots now connected by Columbian against only 1 for Meralco.
Mono looking to barrel his way through, goes to the fadeaway all of a sudden. Right para sa board. Right, pushes it up. Zelda on the move and the sidestep. Lanete will be whistled for the reach-in.
Hakeem Wright actually releasing the ball para kay Zelda, but he was expecting the ball to go back to him. Hindi lang pumasa si Zelda sa kanya.
Take a look at the three-point shooting so far.
Yep, that's 6 out of 13 for Columbian, 1 out of 4 para sa Meralco. That's a lot of 3-point shots being jacked up by Columbian. Pero kung ang Meralco binibigay yung tira na yan sa Columbian, titira ang Columbian. They're very confident shooting the 3-point shot.
Coach Norman starting to reinsert his starters here. Canaleta, Durham, and Hodge back on the floor. Kasama sina Lanete and Karam. Si Zelda nasa free throw line. Ang mga kasama niya si McCarthy, King, Wright, and Camson. (37-30). Meralco down by 7. And then all of a sudden, may pressure ang Colombian in the backcourt. Lanete is whistled for the traveling violation as his pivot slipped.
Good defense there by McCarthy. You know, we were talking about how Colombian must improve defensively. Nakikita natin dito, no? A lot of turnovers being forced here by Colombian because of their tough defense on Meralco. You notice si Wright, ang laro niya sa labas Hindi pumaposte Ang layo niya sa poste. So there's no one who's playing inside here for Columbian, so they're jacking up those threes because they have no inside game at the moment.
Lanete susubok ng tres. Di umubra. Oy, dribblers. At tamang sagot nga pala sa ating unang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball Question 9. Number 3, Rashawn McCarthy. Leading scorer nung nakaraan pero scoreless pa so far dito as Camson says, okay lang yan.
Maski na walang inside presence. Basta pumapasok yung tira from 3-point distance. And Columbian is up by 10.
First double-digit spread of this game. Camson with a cold-blooded hit. 40-30 para sa Jeep. Grabe yung pananalasa ng Columbian Jeep dito sa ating ikalawang yugto. Kaya nakapagtayo na sila ng 10 puntos na kalamangan.
And here's another steal and a turnover against Meralco.
Right over to McCarthy. We are in the midst of a 15-2 run para dito sa Colombian. Napituan nga lang ng traveling si King.
King wanted to change up the offensive movement ng Colombian instead of taking the outside shot. Bumalak siya mag-penetrate. Napituan tuloy. You know, the good news for Colombian is that they're up by 10. Si McCarthy, their leading local scorer in the second conference, hindi pa nga nakaka-score. So it's a 15-2 blast here by Columbian after Meralco had taken a 3-point lead.
Durham no, tatlong Colombian players ang nagkukumuha ng rebound doon. Camson hit a 3 moments ago, gets it over to King. He's got 3 of those threes. Now they want Wright to attack Hodge. Facing up, Hakeem, spinning baseline, fading away. Doesn't work, Durham with a board.
That's a very tough shot there by Hakeem Wright. Gives an opportunity for Meralco to run.
Newsom gives it up. Canaleta from deep, punches it through.
And that time very patient in the offense.
Right, eyeball to eyeball with Hodge. King, kontra naman kay Amer, gives it up. Corpus looking around. Durham ang bantay niya. Corpus puts it up. Ang tapang natira naman noon.
That's against AD on top of Jackson Corpus. You know, maybe we're seeing a recovery here for Jackson Corpus. Maybe going back to how he played in the Philippine Cup.
Hacking foul number 13, Eric Camson, his first 2 for the Columbian Dyip. Alan Durham
Pupunta si
shooting 2.
Durham sa ating free throw line for 2. Hatid sa atin yan ng PLDT. Dribblers, buksan ulit ang ating mga Moneyball app dahil ito na ang ating ikalawang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Bukod kay Alan Durham ng Meralco, sino ang isa pang player na 2-time Best Import winner sa PBA Governors Cup na to? O sa PBA Governors Cup rather. Number 1, Gabe Freeman. Number 2, Arizona Reed. Number 3, Marcus Blakely.
Another best import awardee who's in the Governor's Cup this season is Romeo Travis, yung high school teammate at one of the best friends of LeBron James.
Gonna be playing for Magnolia, right?
That's right. Dating import ng Alaska.
That's Corpus.
Ito na naman si Corpus. He's got 6 points now. That's 2 outside jumpers para sa kanya.
Balik sa siya mga bante ng Jeep 44-35.
Yung sinabi natin kanina sa Dean's List, Columbian, one of the main factors is walang tigil dapat ang kanilang barilan. Yan na napapanood natin ngayon. It's a lot of outside shooting, a lot of offense being shown here by Columbian.
King trying to carve some space out for himself. Gets that basket because of a foul.
Ang lakas sa loob ni King, challenging the inside defense ng Meralco, hanging in the air. Ito makita natin yan, a step on Chris Newsom. And then, what a move! What athleticism by Jeremy King.
Drive na yan natin sa atin ng United Auctioneers Incorporated, the biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified, kaya sa bidding, ikaw ang bida.
Actually, ang tagal naghintay ni Jeremy King to break it to the PBA. And then Caloy Garcia gave him a chance to rain or shine. But it was actually Columbian that now has put a lot of trust and faith in him. And Chris Newsom is called for the offensive foul.
Offensive foul number 11.
Pangatlo na yan para kay Newsom. Alam mo si Jeremy King ha, only scores in a minimum of 3s in this game. Kung hindi 3-point shot, 3-point play, o 4-point play. McCarthy on the attack to the baseline on the left side. Tumba siya as a foul is whistled on Newsom. That'll be number 4.
His fourth.
Oh my
Number 4 for the
gosh, Chris Newsom has only scored 2 points in this game.
Malaking dagok to para kina Coach
Oo.
Norman. That's why he is complaining to the officials right now.
Well, Newsom was the leading local scorer in Meralco in the second conference, averaging 15.9 points. Only has 2 points in this game. He's got more fouls and points.
Medyo manipis nga sa pagkakataon na yun. Coach Norman might have had a point, but it backfired on them now. Newsom on the floor. Wright really wants to put somebody on YouTube. Kanina si RDO, ngayon si Durham naman, parehong napigilan siya.
Nakakagulat dito yung mga second chance opportunities ng Columbian. Getting a lot of, and look at Jackson Corpus, the hustle that he's showing, as well as Cobuntin.
Gotta love the fight being shown here by Columbian. Can Meralco match their energy? Amer puts it up. Capos.
And that was blocked.
Corpus with yet another rebound. Big minutes here. Pang-anim na yan para kay Jackson. Ganito. Nahirapan talaga no 6'10 mga import. Ngayon, ayos na.
Ngayon, okay na okay.
Cobuntin fouled here by Lanete on the reach-in. And Meralco, they are playing defense with their hands and arms right now.
And you have to like the flow of the offense ng Columbian. They already have 47 points, and we've got 4.5 left to go in the second period.
Delivers ang tamang sagot nga pala sa ating ikalawang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay number 2, Arizona Reed. Tanyo, kulo na yung ano, yung naglalaro ngayon. Kulo na pala yung pagkakamaling yun.
So we've got Best Import awardees in Alan Durham, AZ Reed, Romeo Travis, and of course Justin Brownlee. And continuing to score is Columbian. Ang lilinis na mga parel ng Columbian sa laro.
49-35, the Columbian Dyip looking for the big upset right in the opening game of this Governor's Cup. Look, Meralco looks like they don't know what hit them right now, Dadine.
It's a lot of offense being shown by Columbian. That's never been a problem para sa kanila. But what they've improved on is their defense. They've held Meralco to 35 points at ang daming turnovers ng Meralco. Make that 7 turnovers for Meralco as against only 4 for Columbian. That's making a big difference dito. Ano kaya ang field goal percentage ng magkabilang koponan?
As we look around the Inada Center here in Antipolo, definitely a beautiful day for basketball.
You know, my guess is Columbian is hitting over 50%. The way they're shooting from the floor, maybe about 55%. And for Meralco, maybe they're shooting less than 40%. And we're gonna check on the stats in a little bit.
Another deflection there. Hindi makakuha ng Meralco rhythm nila sa team.
Oo, you know, mga deflections, mga offensive fouls ng Meralco, and that's really disrupting the flow ng mga bolts.
Ranidel was already diving in. He recovers but comes up short. Columbian on the run once again. McCarthy out the right, top barricade three. Doesn't work. Ball bounces the way of Hodge.
Well, here are the stats now as far as shooting is concerned. Meralco's hitting 48%, while Columbian is at 40%. So, the reason why Columbian is up on top by 14 is because they've taken 44 attempts from the floor, and Meralco's only taken 29. That's plus 15 in terms of attempts, and that's because of the turnovers against Meralco and the rebounds favoring Columbian.
Quantity over quality right now late in this first half. Right with a near steal. Hodge will recover. 4-on-4, 2 men in the back. Ranidel off the sidestep. That's good.
Well, naiwan doon si Wright, and Ranidel Del Campo had a free path towards the basket. And for Wright, he's going to start changing his offensive moves. He's taking too many outside shots na hindi pumapasok. He's going to come closer to the basket.
Back for more PBA action coming to you from the Inada Center in Antipolo. Itong Meralco Bolts finding themselves down by a dozen kontra sa Columbian Dyip.
Well, biggest lead was 14 points by Columbian. Biggest lead naman ng Meralco was 3 at 28-25. And now nearing the half-century mark is Columbian. And there's still a lot of time left here in this quarter.
Halos 3 minuto pa nga natitira bago tayo mag-break. As King is looking to get it inside to right. Ayan na yung hinahanap mo, Nadine. A different look, looking to pound it in. Double team nga lang sumalubong. King puts it up from the baseline within. Baser pushing hard. Behind yung pasa niya para sa anak Igabo.
That's another turnover against Meralco. Wright looking a little frustrated now. He wants to score, and outside shots aren't falling para sa kanya. So nag-change up ang kanyang offensive move. Now he's playing closer to the basket. But once he gets the ball at the post, he's being double-teamed. So he has to go outside and get the ball.
Right, diving in. Scoops it up, and it drops home.
And that should boost his confidence, a drive towards the basket. We did see that very early in this game. Ability to put the ball on the floor.
Tolomia directing traffic para dito sa Bolts. 2-minute warning na ng ating first half. Columbian to the left. Trying to rifle it inside. Ball deflected. It will stay with the ball.
Again, yung sinasabi mo, Mangu, yung mga deflections ng Columbian, that's certainly disrupting the flow ng Meralco.
Ito yung move of the half natin. Brought to you by Smart Gigasurf 99. Now comes with free 1-hour YouTube every day. Text Giga99 to 9999 now.
Alan Durham, a two-time Best Import awardee. You know, he played for a NCAA Division II school, Grace Bible College. And that's a three-point shot galing kay Mike Tolomia.
And that will bring Meralco back to within 11. Escoto, nakita si McCarthy. They swing it around. King with the leather kontra kay Amer. McCarthy lost his dribble. Gets it to Cobuntin.
It looks like a foul on Ranidel.
Hindi, si Cobuntin,
Si Cobuntin.
chicken wing
Ah,
down.
hook. He hooked. Oo, called for the offensive foul on the hook. Nandiyo yung depensa ni Ranidel eh. Hindi gumalaw si Ranidel.
Ranidel picks up his dribble, gets it to Durham. AD to the baseline he goes. Quick spin back to the baseline. Huli pa rin. What a recovery by Escoto.
Oh, that's a poor pass coming from right.
A little too much muscle
Oo.
from Akeem.
They would have had an opportunity there to score in the break. Pero nakita natin, no? Basang-basa ng Colombian. Yung galaw ni Durham. Looks like they scouted him well.
There is a lot of tape on Durham. He's played so many games
Yeah.
in those 2 runs. They went to the finals both of those times. He won Best Import.
And here's Durham again. Let's see how they're going to defend him.
They go to the other block. Here's Tolomia.
Oh,
And he lights it up.
That's a second straight three-point shot galing kay Colombia.
And he's pumping some life into the fight of the Bolts here.
And the lead is down to single digit. Cardell calling for a timeout here. Wants to regroup his troops.
30-second variety gagamitin ni Coach Jonadel. Kanina nagamit na ni Coach Norman yung kanyang 30 as well. 51-43. Ito na ang beautiful chummy of the half. Download na and use promo code to get free coins. Tara na, chat with pretty chummies just like Dominic Uy sa Chum Slide.
Entertaining game so far. If you take a look at the numbers of the opposing imports, we've got Wright with 8 points and Durham with 7 points. So somehow the imports are neutralizing each other. Malaking bagay dito yung 3-point shooting ng Colombian. Pero dito sa ating second period, yung Meralco bumabawi din sa 3-point line.
Huling dalawa galing dito kay Tolomia.
At si KG Canaleta nakakuha din ng isang 3-point shot dito sa ating second period.
Right, coming off their own 30-second timeout. 15 seconds na titira sa shot clock. Netong Colombian. There'll be an extra 15 after that. Oh, Bontin!
Oh, what a move.
What an ankle breaker.
What a move. And coming off that timeout, well executed play. They stretch the floor. They spread the floor to give Cobuntin the ability to go one-on-one against RDO.
Durham goes early. Now Colombian can get the last say to end this first half. 53-43. Abante sila ng 10. 2 seconds to go. King puts it up. Huli ni Harjon.
Well, he took a little bit too long with the ball. He should have passed it off. But still a 10-point lead preserved here by Colombian at the turn in a game where McCarthy has not even scored and the import right is not getting double figures. What a show by Colombian so far.
After 9 lead changes, biglang bumitaw ang Columbian Dyip at nakalamang ng hanggang 14 before settling for this 10-point lead at the half. 53-43 ang ating score. Welcome back inside the Inares Center in Antipolo City. Nag-umargin po kasama si Dadine Quinito Henson live on ESPN 5.
Malaking bagay yung rebounding advantage ng Colombian. Makikita natin, no? 31-17.
Wow.
At yung fast breaks, mas marami naman ang Meralco. But you take a look at the field goal attempts ng Colombian, 50 as against only 36 for Meralco. And that's because of the second chance opportunities ng Colombian. In fact, they have 14 second chance points. Ang Meralco ni isa wala. 3-point field goals, also a big edge para sa Colombian. They have 7 connections so far. Ang Meralco, 4 lamang.
Leading scores at the half, Jeremy King with 13. Dito sa kabila, wala pang nakaka-double digits, Dadine.
Exactly. Si Akeem Wright only with 8 points. That's still 1 point more than Durham. And Jeremy King exploded with 10 points in the first period. Hindi natin nakikita ang pangalan ni Rashawn McCarthy among the top scorers sa Colombian because hindi pa nga nakaka-score si McCarthy and yet lamang sila by 10.
Dito naman sa kabila, si Baser Amer, yung 6 na yan, maaga niyang na-score Dadine, pero hindi na niya nadagdagan.
At si Chris Newsom, hindi natin nakikita ang
Oo.
pangalan niya, no? Limited minutes for Newsom with 4 personal fouls, only 2 points across his name. Newsom played only 12 minutes and 29 seconds in the entire first half.
And Newsom will be planted on that bench to open this third quarter. Si Tolomia is there, and instead, Amer kasama nga etong si Tolomia. Nandiyan din si Durham, Canaleta, and Hodge. Katapat ngayon itong sina Comontin, Escoto, Zelda, Wright, and McCarthy. Si Jeremy King hindi starter ngayon, ha?
And by the way, nakakuha na naman ng rebound ang Columbian in that situation na nagpintis ang Meralco. So now their lead in the rebounding department is 32-17.
Plus 15 yun. Canaleta hits the deck. Hail Mary mula dito. Kay Comontin, di umubra. Durham puts his head down, racing down the left side of the court. Durham taking it down the middle, kicking it over to Baser.
And look at McCarthy with a steal off Durham.
Zelda to Comontin. Corner three-pointer is missed though.
Not a good shot there by Columbian because walang offensive rebounding on Columbian.
Both squads going cold to open this third frame after that high-scoring first half. McCarthy with a getaway. What a
His
move!
first 2 points ni McCarthy got the jump on Columbia.
Dinilaan
On Meralco, rather.
Dinilaan pa yung cameraman natin. Sabi niya, finally. Ang ganda ng hesitation, eh, no? Kung sa baseline lang niya ginawa, mala MJ na yun, eh. Uh-oh.
Ang tatawagan yata si Wright, holding down Durham. Meralco looking to get the ball. The hands of Durham close to the basket. Ito makita natin yung hesitation galing kay McCarthy and then racing towards the basket. Hinabol yun ni Allen Durham. Hindi lang naabutan.
Tolomia steps into this one. Durham from the weak side will clean up.
Durham's got to be more active, more aggressive on the offensive end if Meralco will have a chance to win this game. They're still down by 10.
McCarthy off the curl. Sean looking to get his scoring going here. As
Substitution, Jackson Corpus.
Jackson Corpus, who had an impressive run in the first half, is back on the floor.
6 points, 5 rebounds para sa
14
kanya.
on the shot clock.
And all of that in less than 12 minutes of action. Comontin as Canaleta closing out on it. Zelda on the other side. Will bounce it inside. Okay, Wright.
Need to take a shot right now.
Si Wright talagang mas gusto niyang facing up. Nahuli tuloy siya ni Hodge. You've been mentioning this since the first half, Dave.
That's right. He has difficulty scoring off the double team. And Corpus keeping that ball alive. There's a foul right there. Baseramer might go to the line.
Number 34, Akeem Wright, is third. 2 for the Columbian Dyip.
And si Wright ang called for the personal foul. That's his third.
2 free throws, Baseramer.
So Baseramer with a chance to add to his total. 6 points in the first few minutes of the game. He's been stuck there. Mga free throw niya atid sa atin ng PLDT.
Very limited offensive moves, no, si Akeem Wright. He's staying around the perimeter. Wala siyang post-up. He's got to be able to create more situations for him to score, you know, if he wants to keep his job.
Okay lang kung may massive front line yung Colombian, ano? Just like what Barangay Nebra did last tournament dahil may Slaughter at Aguilar ka, kumuha ng Brownlee to run with the big boys.
Yeah.
Pero dito, hindi ganun karami yung malalakas sa loob ng Colombian. So you're gonna need that inside presence, Kinito.
Exactly, and Wright is not providing that presence. And here's Jackson Corpus again. That's 8 points now para sa kanya.
Balik sa 10 ang abante.
And not only that, si Corpus ang binapatay niya dito, si AD. That's a tough assignment. Oh, nice offensive rebound there. Clean up job by Cliff Hodge.
But still, Columbian doing enough to quash any uprising by Meralco. Can they do it again here? Zelda on the move, down the middle. Puts it up, bitin. Durham barking out instructions, rifles a pass to Hodge. Amerto Canaleta. Meralco trying to locate the open man. Tolomia will create a shot. What a sweeping layup. Wala kay Mike.
Getting the jump on the Colombian defense. That time, magandang ball movement ng Meralco. Hinahanap nila kung sino yung mga libre. Here's another shot coming from Corpus. Hindi na pumasok.
Pero that time around, fourth shot yun para dito kay Jackson. Hodge to Durham. Bounces to Baser. Gets the basket.
Oh, what a big uprising here by Meralco. That lead is down to 4. Could be 3. May pasok ni Baser Neritong tira niya from the free throw line.
And ngayon, ibabalik na ni Coach Jonadel etong si Jeremy King. Their leading scorer from the first half.
You know, the way things look, Akeem Wright is lost on the floor. Parang hindi niya alam kung saan siya pupwesto. Both offensively and defensively. Pag makakuha ng bola, he's looking to score. Pero masyado siyang malayo to be able to take a good shot. And then the defense comes towards him. And then he's rattled.
Timeout requested here by Columbian Dyip. Jeremy King will be back in action with 4 personal fouls sa aming pagbabalik. So far, Alan Durham and Akeem Wright, they are doing what they are supposed to for their respective teams, but they haven't been as explosive as one would expect.
Only 9 points for Durham. See Wright only 8 points.
And during that timeout, I was checking the stat sheet once again. Ito pala si Jeremy King, isa pa lang ang personal foul. Yung 4 na nabanggit natin, 4 na beses na siyang na-foul. King for 3. Doesn't work. He tracks it down, but it is taken away by Baser. Tatlo na lang inahabol ng Bolts. Canaleta will get it back. Over to Tolomia. And Canaleta, sino ba ang titira? Canaleta for the tie. Nawala tuloy. A little too much passing there. McCarthy took it right into the chest of Hodge. Baser puts it up. Ganda ng action nakikita natin. Wala lang nakakashoot.
Botch play there by Meralco. And here's the penetration coming from Akeem Wright, putting the ball on the floor and scoring on the layup.
And that relieves some pressure of Columbian. Their lead is back up to 5. Durham sa ilalim, won't go reverse. 11 in the game for AD.
And AD is really playing close to the basket now. Hinahanap niya yung high percentage shots. Ginagamit niya ang kanyang lakas. Trying to overpower Jackson Corpus in that matchup.
Quick hands on the part of Canaleta. Napatalbog pa niya sa binte ni Kabuntin. Yung bola. Stupid and comes on. Will check back in. Pahinga muna si McCarthy and Corpus. Dadin, update na natin ang iyong listahan.
Well, for Meralco, 1 check mark. Yung sukati nila si Akeem, I think they've been able to measure him very well to prevent him from going wild on offense. But yung X-mark, Master of the Cinco, they're not getting opportunity to score from the elbow. Huwag sila magmadali. Actually, they were even outscoring Columbian from the fast break departments, and that's not really the style ng Meralco.
Akeem Wright now with a dozen. Ito naman ang listahan para sa kanila.
Well, 3 check marks as far as the first half is concerned. Paano pipigilan si AD? They've been able to hold him down to 7 points in the first half. Walang tigil na barilan. They already had 50 field goal attempts in the first half. At puwersa magkamali, Meralco with 8 turnovers against only 6 for Columbian. So 3 check marks. Question is, will Columbian be able to maintain that level of performance that they showed in the first half? Ito, parang nagbabago na ang ihip ng hangin. Meralco coming back. They're very aggressive now. They're going to Durham. And Durham scoring now 12 points in total.
(61-57). Columbian's lead sits at 4. Right from the outside, Durham on him. Puts it on the deck. Akeem goes to the fadeaway. Does not work. Amer for the board. Baser pushing hard. Bounces to AD. Durham! Lalagay na lang sa ring yun.
And Alan Durham is scoring on the other end, while Hakeem Wright is still complaining to the referee that he was fouled. And that's a problem when you're focused on the officiating. Napapabayaan mo kung sino yung dapat mong pantayan on the other end of the floor.
Columbian to the corner with Tubit. Long two. That's good.
Ronald Tubin.
Bailout shot there by Tubit, the veteran, getting it done.
Durham. Nice pocket pass to Hodge.
Cliff Hodge.
And again, those high percentage shots of Meralco are falling. They're not settling for those outside shots. Very clearly, instruction dito ni Coach Norman Black, attack the inside. And that's where Columbian is weakest. Wala silang interior defender.
RDO checking back in as we take a look at this smart assist natin sa atin ng Smart. Be there like never before.
That's a blow-by shot coming from Alan Durham.
Pagkakataon ng Meralco, makatabla na naman dito. Not only one deadlock so far this game, panlamang pala ang gusto ni Colombia. 3-point shot natin sa atin ng Tres Cepas Light, imported brandy from Spain.
And Colombia quality minutes, kung konting oras lang ang binibigay ni nabibigyan si Colombia, but it already has 11 points in this game. Oh, what a
Jeremy
shot.
King.
Acrobatic on the reverse.
Went all the way around. That is lead change number 11. Bacer is blocked. But Durham is there to clean it up.
Durham now with 9 points in this quarter.
Royder Cabrera ay pinasok dito ni Coach Cardel for the first time this game.
And you see Hakeem Wright, when he gets the ball, he's facing up to the basket.
And then he likes to go to that fadeaway,
Yeah.
you know? Colomia up by one ang bolts. And Bacer will look to set this one up. De Ocampo back on the floor. Hands it back off to Amer, who bounces to Durham. Inside, bitin. Durham ulit. And Alan Durham has gone to work in this third frame.
No interior defense for Columbian. Nabasa yun, nakita yun ni Coach Norman Black in the entire first half, and sabi niya, why not go inside? Forget the outside shot. Let's go for those offensive rebounds. Let's go for those layups. And they're getting a lot of points in the paint.
Patuloy ang ating pagtutok sa bakbakang Meralco at Columbian sa pagbubukas ng ating 2018 PBA Governors Cup, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. 68-65. Meralco back to their largest lead of the game at 3. Iyan ay matapos na malamangan sila ng hanggang 14. Uy, tumama sa ilalim. Outside yun. Speaking of outside, doon tayo sa baseline naman with Miss Carla Lizardo.
Pagkatapos ng huling conference ni Alan Durham dito sa Pilipinas, umuwi siya sa States para tutukan ang kanyang basketball team na ang Grand Rapids Danger Basketball. Sabi niya yung goal niya is to get his players that perform a chance to play in other countries as well. And he was very happy that one of his players was actually recently signed in Germany. Sabi nga niya na dream niya dumating yung araw na meron siyang makalaban na import dito sa PBA na player niya sa kanyang team in the States. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Miss Carla. Columbian with possession. Cabrera is fouled.
And that's a specialty of Cabrera to take the three-point shot. And for Wright, giving up the ball, looking for an outside shooter. Wright is 6 out of 20 from the floor. It's about a 30% shooting accuracy for the import ng Columbian.
Kaya naman 12 points pa lang siya. Leading the way for Columbian is Jeremy King with 15 and 12 from Wright. Tapos si Jackson Corpus merong 8. Dito naman sa kabila, Bacer Amer with 11. Mike Tolomia with 11 at itong si Alan Durham nung halftime 7 lang. But he's gone for 11 in the third for a total of 18. Leading scorers na yan natin sa atin ang Cherry Mobile, making life easier. Oh, ha?
Balik si Nico Salva on the floor, and Salva had a couple of jumpers from the elbow. Yung sinasabi natin kanina, no, about how important that mid-range shot is for Meralco. Here's some pressure defense coming from Columbian.
68-67. Meralco's lead is 1. RDO, the veteran, will hand it off to Colomia. Durham looking for Karam. Two-man game now. Durham back to Karam. Sasali nila si Colomia.
Carry it again.
Boy, shot at sa atin ng 3 sa maslay for Brandy from Fundador.
And he's red hot, 14 points. 4 3-point connections now by Mike Colomia.
Tubit on the attack. Will kick it over. King goes cross-court. Susubok ng 3 si Wright. That's good.
Boy, he's been trying to make that shot kanina pa, no? Finally making it. He's got 15 in the game.
Baba sa isa ang inahabol ng Colombian. Gustong bumawi ni Kuya Ted. Nakuha naman.
Ang linis nun. RDO with a 3-point shot.
King has Karam extending his defense beyond that 3-point line. Kamson hands it off. Akim ang may tangan ng bola. Right, tatapikan. Nananatili ang possession sa Colombian. And with 2:31 remaining in this third timeout muna tayo, 74-70 ang ating score. Mike Colomia giving some life to the Meralco Bulls in this third quarter fight back. They were down by as much as 14 late in the first half. Pero ngayon, lamang sila ng 4. Colomia went 2 for 2 from the 3-point line in the first 2 frames for 6 points. Ngayon sa third quarter, 2 for 2 na naman. Kaya 4 for 4 na siya. 14 points in 16 minutes.
Exactly, grabe. Yung quality minutes na pinapakita ni Mike Colomia. And also si Maser Amer, another backcourt guy for Meralco. Guys are stepping up for Meralco because Chris Newsom has been a non-entity sa laro. 4 quick fouls very early in this game.
Si
Only
Colomia,
2 points.
Colomia nga got the start at the onset of the third dahil nga 4 ang foul ni Newsom and he's making the most of it. Salva with his rebound. Karamitangan ng bola. Meralco's lead is 4, their largest for this game. King keeping in step with Anjo. De Ocampo is open.
Got it again. That's 2 3-pointers now from Rodinel De Ocampo. And guess what? Colombians now ready to check in Carlo Lastimosa for the first time in this ball game.
And nagsaspotter na kasi kanilang opensa as Wright gets the triple right back.
Dalawang sunod na yan for Hakeem Wright, getting his rhythm from outside.
Karam dancing with King. Gets an opening. Mid-range shot, listo mo na.
Oh, those guards of Meralco are really ringing the bell sa laro. No? Hindi lang si Colomia at saka si Amer, pati si Anjo Karam, nakaka 8 points na siya.
Nice
nice
fake.
move.
Ay, nabitawan lang.
Nabitawan ni Eric Camson. He had a nice move there off RDO.
Uh-oh, too much passing again. Durham to Salva. The teardrop does not work. Durham, though, never gave up on it.
That's just
Jeremy
no
King
rebounding ability.
Nafo-frustrate sa mga kakampi niya
Yeah.
dahil hindi bumaba lahat para tumulong.
And for Hakeem Wright, he's been out-muscled, overpowered here by Alan Durham. Here's the outside shot coming from Camson.
Durham with a board.
And Wright,
Meralco pouring it on in this third.
there's
Inside
a-
to RDO.
RDO with 10 points in this game. Hakeem Wright continues to complain to the referees.
8 or make that 8 of those 10 points ni RDO dito sa third quarter binuhos na din. At habang meron tayong 30-second timeout, dribblers! Ito na po ang ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball Most Valuable Dribbler of the Game. Congratulations kay Emerald Lapu-Lapu. Nanalo ka ng 3,000 piso. Meralco naman ngayon na may double-digit lead. Grabe yung game of runs natin dito.
Ang maganda rito sa Meralco is that hindi lang nila nagre-rely kay Alan Durham, although Durham has scored 13 points in this quarter, but they're also getting major contributions from the locals. Si RDO, Colombia, si Basaramer, lahat sila nagko-contribute dito in this big uprising, big rally has turned the tables around on Columbian, and ngayon ng Meralco up by 10. Biggest lead was 14 by Columbian.
And these same Meralco Bolts will be back here in Antipolo this coming Sunday, the Dean. Kanilang makakalaban naman ang TNT Katropa. Ito po ang ating dream move of the game. Hatid sa atin ng Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Mamaya hanapan nyo si Wright ng dream move ba? Akim, yung first name niya. Bagay na bagay sa dream.
Oo, Akim the Dream.
Kulang lang ng H yung Hakim niya. Tubid with the left hand. Doesn't work. Hugnatan for the board at may reach and foul na nakita kay Corpus.
And in this quarter, nakaka-7 assist na ang Meralco. Dadalwa lamang ang Colombian. So mas maganda ang ikot ng bola ng Meralco. They're getting their stride in terms of field goal percentage. Ang dami nilang tira sa loob ng painted area, realizing walang halos interior defense ang Colombian.
Less than half a minute remaining in the third. Hugnatan from top of the key. Will fake that handoff. Now gets it over to Karam. Anjo spins away from trouble to the baseline. Karam with a picture-perfect finger roll.
That's double figures now for Anjo Karam.
McCarthy to the left corner. King against the clock. May 10 segundo pa natin tira sa ating third. 85-76. Siya mga bante ng Bolts. Karam on the attack. Almost lost it. Puts it up anyway. Does not work. And sa pagtatapos ng unang tatlong yugto, the Dean, itong Meralco down by 10 at the half will get to take a 9-point lead into the fourth. In a quarter by the Bolts, and binanggit mo na the Dean. Alan Durham led the way. He set the tone, but he was not alone.
That's right, getting a lot of good support. Even if Chris Yusam hindi nga naglaro in the third period, not even sure if he'll still put him back in. That's 4 personal fouls, Carlo Lastimosa. They're looking for offense.
Right, will keep it on that side. Lastimosa nga with him. McCarthy, King, and Corpus will complete the 5. Big rejection by Hugnatan. Kasama ni Reynel, itong sina Karam, Lanete.
What a display of confidence here for Coach Norman Black. Wala nga si Alec Duran sa loob. Walang import ang Meralco ngayon.
Salva and De Ocampo will complete the 5. Salva spinning away from King. Everything but the shot sa pagkakataon niya.
Another big rebound here by Jackson Corpus.
Natapak sa sideline si Lastimosa. Di mamaya, yung tito ni Carlo, unofficially will be making his head coaching debut. Dahil sa ang interim coach ngayon ng NLEX with Coach Sheng at the Asian Games is Coach Jojo Lastimosa.
Exactly. And Gen Gilaw, of course, he's our head coach. And Gilas, what a win over Kazakhstan.
Beautiful game.
Kahapon.
First quarter pa lang, grabe na, no? 14 to kagad yung nag-i-score doon.
And of course, holding Kazakhstan down to just 9 points in the first period, then 20 at the half.
And that's one field goal, ah. 7 free throws and 1 field goal, yung 9 points na yun. Grabe lang, katulad ni Miss Lizardo.
Coming into the fourth quarter, Coach John Adel Cordell was talking to his team, asking them to keep fighting, saying na 9 points, kayang-kaya pa yan. Basta bumalik ang kanilang energy sa depensa. He reminded them, ang ganda na ng pinakita nila when it comes to their defense in the first half. Ibalik lang nila yon, and they still have a shot at winning this game. Maguwan din.
There's more than enough time here, Dean.
Oh, yes.
We gotta get it together though, lalo na yung mga interior attack na Meralco, kailangan mapigilan na nila. That time around, they got lucky with a miss. Escoto with that board. McCarthy on the move. Off the hesitation once again. It's going to be a 3-point play opportunity for Rashawn.
Yan ang importante for Colombia. They've got to get Rashawn McCarthy back in the groove offensively. Ganda ng galaw ni McCarthy doon, no?
His only baskets here, he had to get real creative to get away from the D. Bonus free throw ni Rashawn atid sa atin ng PLDT.
Guess what? Si Newsome, binalik ni Coach Norman Black. He's got 4 personal fouls, only 2 points. But boy, he's bringing fresh legs now into the game.
Super fresh. 12.5 minutes lang naglaro
Oo
to.
nga.
Buong game so far, ano? Because of that foul trouble.
And still no Alan Durham on the floor here for Coach Norman Black. What a luxury.
Bugnatan. Iaabot kay Karan. 9 to shoot for the guys in white. Anjo from the baseline. Doesn't work. McCarthy para sa rebound. 6 na lang inahabol nila. Wright wants to take 2 off again. May pwede pa maging 3.
Well, you know, Hakeem Wright is effective in the open court, giving him an opportunity to use his quickness and drive strong to the hole. Ang ganda ng lead pass galing kay McCarthy. At nakita ni Hakeem Wright yung gap sa defense and quickly attacking it because wala nga si Durham. Bad news, of course, for Columbian is that Durham is back.
Hakeem Wright.
That's a 3-point play completion. That lead is chopped down to just 3 points.
21 in the game for the Ream. Kulang ng HD, kulang din ng D.
Oh.
Wag, baka mapatukan ako nito pag nadinig. 85-82. Meralco's lead is 3. Newsom looking to make up for lost time. Gives it up to AD. 6 to shoot. Durham makes his move. Kicks it over to the corner. Newsom. No. Salva slaps it out of bounds. Ball will go the way of the Jeep.
A good sequence defensively for Columbian. Hindi na ipasok ni Newsom yung tira niya. But good ball rotation on the part of Meralco.
Lastimosa with the leather. Right on the pop. Ball slapped away by Salva.
Substitution, Cliff Hodge for Raymond Lumenthal. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 10 seconds to shoot.
Under 9.5 remaining sa ating unang laro ngayong Biyernes dito sa Antipolo. Jeremy King from out of nowhere for the offensive board. King led all scorers at the half. Gets this layup to drop. No troop to the line for a bonus shot.
So again, yung Meralco respecting the outside shooting ni Jeremy King. Played him a little too tight from the outside. You see Baseramer and Jeremy King realizing that bubuka yung puwang para sa kanya to be able to drive in. Got the step on Baseramer.
Jeremy King set the tone early para sa Columbian Dyip. He was hitting from every imaginable angle, the Dean.
10 points in the first period. Jeremy King now 20.7 rebounds, 4 assists. And to open this fourth period, it's an 8-0 run by Columbian. Ang Meralco hindi pa nakaka-score dito.
And if Jeremy King can complete the three-point play, magkakaroon na naman tayo ng deadlock with only 9 and 12 remaining in this game. Mamaya pagkatapos ng Action Prime, meron tayong main event featuring MLEX and TNT. And after everything is said and done, syempre, all the highlights of the day will be on SportsCenter Philippines. King bounces home the bonus. We are tied at 85.
Nag-capitalize yung Colombia nung nakaupo si Durham to start the fourth period. That's when they had their big surge. And now the score is tied.
Canaleta is with Durham, Newsom, Hodge, and Amer. Baser is open. Doesn't work. Canaleta keeps it on that side. Durham looking for the opening. Baser ulit. This time he drives, pero not traveling.
Substitution, Glenn Columbian for
Turnover number 12 here for Meralco. And for Columbian, only 9 turnovers para sa kanila.
Columbian, Cobuntin rather, coming back in. Pagpapahingayin si Lastimosa. Makakasama niya sina Escoto, King, McCarthy, and Wright.
Well, back in the second conference, Meralco was number 1 in the league in defense, giving up only 88.45 points a game.
Most of the time, that's a Coach Norman staple.
Yeah.
He likes keeping scores low. Most of his teams have been known for their D. As Amer will get away. Nice pitch galing kay Chris.
A nice steal there coming from Meralco off the drive ni Hakim.
King
And look at King.
hits it from deep. Point shot natin sa atin ng Tresepa slide. Imported brandy from Spain.
And what level of confidence ni King. Walang offensive rebounding ang Colombian doon, but he just took that shot without conscience.
He's got, what, 24 points na para dito at Jeremy King. Bacerdo gets the triple right back. Ating pa rin sa atin ang Tresepa slide. Imported brandy from Fundador. King kicks it back out. Right has Hodge in front of him. Right, Mamemuerza off the window.
Hakeem Wright.
And we've got a dogfight on our
Yeah.
hands, Nadine.
7.5 minutes to go. And this is the kind of shootout that PBA fans love. I mean, we're seeing excellent offense on both ends. And also decent defense, you might say. Hindi naman namibigayan ng opensa rito.
As you
And
take
you
a look
see
at
this
this
move.
drive natin sa atin ng United Auctioneers Incorporated, ang pinakamalaking auction company sa Pilipinas. ISO certified to. Kaya sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. Canaleta from straight away.
And you can't leave KG wide open like that. You've got to make a hard closeout on Cañaleta.
93-90, Meralco back up by 3. Andiyan na ulit si Tolomia, no? Pinalitan na ulit si Newsom. And he's tasked to try and keep it step with McCarthy. Rashawn, deep position, kicks it back out. Escoto from straight away.
Russell Escoto, 3.
And that's a second three-point shot coming from Russell Escoto. And Durham, again, racing up court.
Both of these squads just matching anything that is thrown at them. You get a drive, they'll get a drive. You get a 3, they'll get a 3 as well.
Pero ito yung gusto ng Colombian. Gusto nila yung barilan eh. This is the kind of game that they like to play. And Cañaleta hitting it from the outside in that sequence. And then getting the shot to fall inside. Also from beyond the arc was Russell Escoto.
At yan ang ang battle plan palagi ng mga dehado. The Dean as Columbian hustles his way to the deuce. Pag ikaw ang dehado, you just want to keep it close and give yourselves a chance to steal it in the end.
And don't look now, but Colombian is back in the driver's seat.
The last two seasons in the Governor's Cup as Amer
Bacerdo, 3.
gets the lead back for the Bolts. Etong Meralco made it all the way to the finals, losing to Barangay Ginebra. Alan Durham back in tow. They want to break through. They want to get back to the big stage. But this time around, of course, they want to make it to the promised land.
Here's Hakim Wright. You know, he's getting his stride in terms of going strong to the hole. We noticed that, no? Wala siyang post-up move, but he's a guy who can put the ball on the floor and penetrate.
Tolomia almost overtook that pass. Hodge back to Tolomia. No go for Mike. Here's Wright once again, spinning into the front court. Gobontin back to the other side. Jeremy misses though. But look at him, hustle for it.
A lot of hands there, keeping that ball alive para sa Colombian. Hustle.
Hakim working against AD, 4 to shoot. Hakim up, kicks it out. Escoto, no. 97-96, Meralco looking to reclaim the lead. Durham deep, bounces home. Under 5 minutes remaining sa first game natin dito sa Antipolo. It is Meralco with 98, Columbian with 97.
Binabagalan ngayon ni Rashawn McCarthy yung pace ng laro. And it's been frenetic here in this fourth period.
Gobontin in trouble. Somehow got it over to King. Nanlalamig si Jeremy dito sa fourth. Tolomia hands it off. Bacer directing traffic. Durham will offer that pick. Amer to the right side he goes. Kicks it out. AD from the top of the key.
That's a classic pick and pop play. Alan
It's a
Durham.
cold-blooded three.
Oh yeah, providing the pick and then going to the pop and hitting the three-point shot. That's 25 points now for AD.
101-97.
Oh, look at that! Hakeem Wright, that was off the glass. That was also a three-point shot.
And he looked like he called glass, pero pagdating sa kabila, napangiti na. Siyempre, alam mo, sa'yo yung honey shot muna eh. Okay, yeah, I did that. Pagdating nun, sige na nga, tsamba na. 101-100.
Oh, that's a nice pass inside. Again, that's classic.
That's big boy basketball indeed.
And Alan Durham knows exactly where situate himself. At alam niya kung saan gagalaw yung kanyang mga kampi. You watch that nice, nifty inside pass.
Cliff Hodge taking names and throwing them out. Napasabit niya si Escoto with that foul.
And Hakeem Wright telling Jackson Corpus, you gotta play a tougher defense.
Hodge completes the three-point play. Free throw na yun. Atid sa atin ng PLDT.
Hodge hit double figures in this contest with 11.
Right with 11. AD in front of him. Right. Bottled up.
And trying to do it all by himself now. Hakeem also has to know when to pass the ball. There's a foul against Columbian.
Pushing foul number 1, Jackson Purpose. Substitution. Ranidel de Humbo for Cliff Hodge.
RDO checking back in para kay Hodge. Apat ang abante ng Bolts. Inbound from the sideline. Baser locates Del. Durham coming over for that pick. Baser again to the left side this time. Will step back. Amer delivers the goods.
Baser Amer now with 10 points in the fourth period out of his total 21.
Corpus with the leather. Cobontin with a corner three-pointer. Amer with the board. Colomia breaks away with a sidestep pass. Nino. No. Colombians got to settle down. That's just a two-possession deficit. Wright looking to pound in. Door shut on him by AD. Corpus with a scoop.
Jackson Corpus.
That's 10 points now for Jackson Corpus. Columbian just refuses to go away.
Now Coach Norman will let the clock ticks over. 30-second timeout requested here. McCarthy and Baser Amer having some sweet nothings for each other as they head into their respective huddles. At silipin muna natin ang move of the half na to. Hatid sa atin ng Smart Gigasurf 99. Now comes with free 1-hour YouTube every day. Text Giga99 to 9999 now.
Baser Amer, 7 rebounds, 21 points and 6 assists. A total all-around game para sa kanya.
First game pa lang natin, opening day for the 2018 PBA Governors Cup brought to us by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. NLEX versus TNT will be coming up pagkatapos yan ng Action Prime.
A lot of big-time performances sa laro natin. Huh? Sa Colombian, si Jeremy King, ang daang ginawa dito. He's got 24 points now in the game. At tapos naman, on the local side for Meralco, si Baser Amer, 21 points. But sabihin din natin yung ginawa ni Mike Colombia, 14 points for him.
8 in that critical juncture in the third kung saan nag-comeback sila from a double-digit deficit to take the lead.
Eto, no double team on Alan Durham.
Canaleta from the other wing. One to shoot. Colombia could not bail him out. Big rebound para kay Wright.
That's a big stop for Colombia. Two-possession lead here by Meralco.
Last 2 minutes na po tayo. McCarthy gets it over to King. They need a hit. They need it on this sequence. They need a quality look right here, right now. Right against Canaleta. Would have counted if it dropped.
Now that's That's the play that he should really work for Akeem Wright. They need that ball screen to be able to get Alan Durham away from the defensive picture.
Matetesting yung free throw shooting capabilities ni Akeem
Oo.
Wright.
Akeem Wright shooting 2.
And kanina, they were just going one-on-one on Akeem Wright without giving him a screen. But that time, nabigyan siya ng screen, there was a switch off, and so he attacked Nino Cadaleta instead of Alan Durham, who was caught in the switch.
As you take a look at this Rizona three-pointer of the game featuring Akeem Wright. Get 3-point protection with Rizona High School plus anti-stain.
29 points now for Akeem.
Takes care of both. So we got a 2-point ball game to Dean, 106-104 for the Bolts. And now pressure is being applied in the backcourt by the Columbian Dyip. Colombia will get it across. 14 seconds on their shot clock, less than a minute and a half to go.
And look at the man on the floor here for Columbia to play defense in the backcourt is Ronald Tubit. Oh, look at this.
Vanida lost it. It's a 4-on-2 make. Columbian takes it strong, gets the basket, make a stop.
Well, they were quick to attack. They had the numbers. Actually, nag-hesitate pa nga ang Colombia. There was a little bit of hesitation when they should have attacked right away.
Bonus free throw.
And si Columbian driving hard and getting the basket. And Tubit is in the game for a reason. And he's there to defend Baseramer, who has gone berserk here.
Columbian misses. So we will remain tied at 106. Here we go, a minute and 10 remaining in this game. Amer versus Tubit. RDO with a pick. Amer with some daylight, all the way to the hole.
Oh, what a nice play. No help defense that time. A perfect opportunity. They gave it the screen. Hindi nakapag-react ang depensa ng Colombian. And they should have shut the door on Baseramer, but he's the man of the hour right now for Meralco. 23 points for Baseramer.
Here we go, Columbian down by 2. Wright could not tie it up with 51 seconds to go.
Timeout, Meralco Bolts.
A right-handed shot, wide open. From medium range, hindi lang pumasok yung tira niya. And Meralco did a good job also of not contesting that too fiercely because baka matawagan pa sila ng personal foul.
An opportunity for Meralco to put a world of pressure on Columbian here. They can make it, if they can come up with a hit to make it a 2-possession lead. You mentioned this even before we get started. We might be looking at one of the best Governor's Cups in recent memory.
I think so, no? With the quality of the imports. Kanina, we were putting a big question mark on the face of Akeem Wright. Kung if he's going to be up to the standards of the quality of imports that we are going to be seeing here at this Governor's Cup. But I think Wright acquitting himself. And although he had only 8 points in the first half, right now, meron na siyang 30 points. Kanya, hindi rin masama. Ginawa dito ni Akeem Wright, getting his rhythm late in the game, although he missed that wide-open jumper that could have tied the ball game. 4 ang best import awardees being paraded in this conference. And we've got guys like Romeo, Travis. We all know him to be the boyhood pal, high school classmate and teammate of LeBron James, no less. Former Best Import awardee, now going to be playing for Magnolia. And then Brownlee is there. AZ Reed is back. He's a 2-time Best Import awardee. And then the man with the ball, Alan Durham, also a 2-time Best Import awardee.
Durham sa ilalim, mga araro. No go on 2-point blank attempts. Here comes Columbian into their attack zone.
And they're not calling a timeout. May timeout pa sila.
Meron pa.
You know, by the way, Columbian is not yet in the penalty.
Right on the attack. Bounces to Corpus. Big recovery by Canaleta.
And there's a foul. Jackson Corpus with a foul.
Nino Cañaleta has always been known for his offense. Comes up with a block with what might be the block of the game.
You watch this pass right here. Ang ganda sana ng pasa, no? Pero nabasa din ng Meralco kung anong gagawin ni Jackson Corpus.
That was the last foul to give, as
Yeah.
you mentioned, the Dean.
Wala pa sila sa penalty, and that's why Jackson Corpus gave up that foul right away.
There's just about a second and a half separating the game clock and shot clock here. Columbian opting to play good honesty. AD, 8 to shoot. Double team collapsing on him.
They're not giving up the foul.
Canaleta, no. Rebound, Durham. And if he kicked it out, it would have sealed it. But right now, he troops to the line for 2 free throws.
There's a foul.
And somebody's hurt. Looks like it is Akeem Wright. Columbian did not foul. There was just about a second and a half differential between the shot clock
I
and
couldn't
game
believe
clock.
why they didn't foul. They needed to stop that clock, but that clock kept on running. Would have given up the foul to stop the clock from running and put Meralco on the free throw line.
This is what you do not want to see. Wright shaken up. The officials, the medical staff checking on him right now.
Oh, he had a heck of a fourth quarter. Rather a heck of a second half.
Here's what happened.
Eto si Wright. Paksak siya ron.
And he was clutching immediately
Yeah.
onto that right knee.
Tuhod eh. Tuhod. Might have come down hard. I think he also slipped as he came down.
Can he put weight on it? That would be a welcome sign if he could put any kind of weight on it. Maybe something just got tweaked. You gotta hope for the best for Akeem Wright right now.
He's being held back to the bench.
If you are Alan Durham right now, 1.4 seconds to go, you make the first, do you intentionally miss the second? Because to gather a rebound, that'll take about a second.
Yeah,
Columbian
he
has timeouts, they can advance.
Oh, he could do that.
Or you make both, and that's
it's
a
over.
two-possession lead.
Yeah.
But right now, mukhang si Wright dire-diretso na into the dugout.
Well, let's hope he's okay. Again, we were saying kung anong ginawa niya dito, no? He lifted his team back in the game. 30 points para sa kanya. He only had 8 points at the half. And if I were Durham, depending on what he does here, okay. Now in the situation where he missed that first free throw, he may want to think of missing the second.
Durham's flirting with a triple-double here, 25, 20,
Right.
and 9.
He makes a shot. It's still a one-possession game, and then Columbian can call a timeout. They can get a three-point shot off
And they can
and
advance
send
with the
this into
timeout.
overtime. And he goes for the shot.
And now Columbian will have an opportunity to send this into overtime.
He could have just deliberately missed that shot, and then the game would have been over. Now he opens the door slightly open para sa Columbian to tie this game and send it into overtime.
Akeem Wright at the end of that bench. We're trying to get to listen to Coach Jonathan Cardell here. See what he's going to map out. 1.4 to go to Dean. It's gotta be a 3. These are the things coaches usually work on in practice. Situations like this.
Exactly, that's 1.4 seconds to go. And that's enough time to get a pass, even off a bounce pass, and then you pick it up to hit the shot just to get your rhythm going. So you have McCarthy, who's a good three-point shooter, except that McCarthy has only scored 5 points in this game. Maybe you'll go with Jeremy King, who's got 24 in the game and already with 5 three-point connections.
Here we go.
Russell Escoto has also made 2 three-point shots.
Which is why Escoto is on the floor. Camson, who's hit one, is on the floor. King, McCarthy there, and the specialist, Royder Bang Cabrera, is there.
All three-point shooters on the floor. So mamimili na lang si McCarthy kung sinong bibigyan niya ng bola. They want the ball in
Cabrera
the hands.
catches for the tie. No! Meralco will hold off the Columbian Chief Unida.
An exciting ending to a game where Columbian had an early 14-point lead and they blew it. Grabe yung ginawa ng Meralco sa third period when they scored 42 points. When they only scored 43 in the entire first half.
What we want to see now is etong import nila na si Akeem Wright. Hopefully, he will be ready to go come their next game. He's sharing a hug there with Cliff Hodge. Excellent show of sportsmanship from both sides.
Well, I thought it was an excellent game. Very exciting. And that, I think, is a portent of things to come. Kung ano mangyayari dito sa ating Governor's Cup. Ang dahil natin mapapanood na exciting games. I think we've got a wide selection of quality imports na mapapanood natin for former Best Import awardees. At ang napili natin as the best player, walang iba kundi si Basera. May 23 points. Mana-import ang ginawa niya rito with 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Remember that si Alan Durham outscored him by only 3 points. Durham finishing with 26, Basera with 23.
And he will be talking with Miss Carla over at ESPN5.com. Action Prime will be coming up next. Bago yung laban ng NLEX TNT. That'll do it for the first game of your 2018 Governors Cup. Sa langalan ni Miss Carla, ni Dadine Quinito Anson, director natin na si Rafi Ramano, statsman na si Ray Lopez, at producer for today na si Aide Guzman. Mag-margin po, nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood. This has been a Sports 5 production of the PBA on ESPN 5.